Hi everyone, and welcome to Realtime Gist Tv. This is one of the YouTube channel where you get everything that you need to know about the global and entertainment, political, scientific, and every aspect of life happenings. We will bring it to you, and you all be happy and enjoy the rest of the day. All right, I told you that once anything is happening, I'm going to be bringing you this on Gist TV, and that is what I am doing right away. All right, don't forget that one of the things that is our major concern is that you should be happy and enjoy every time. That's why we make this gist, to make sure that you enjoy every time and you are happy. Okay, so if you are just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to Real Time Gist TV on your YouTube channel, and you have to turn on your notification button so that as I'm going to post another interesting gist in the next episode, you will get an instant notification. All right, so you can like the video, share the video, and comment your opinion at the end of this video. Remember, our target here is to ensure that everyone is informed, everyone is carried along, everyone knows what is happening. And today, in this particular gist, wow, this is a good one. African boy Juma Jux, the Prince of Kenya, the Prince of Tanzania, because Kenya gave you a prince, so that's why I call it Prince of Kenya. But it's actually a prince in Tanzania, and we are now going to talk about what happened to the son. Everybody has been talking about his son, this and that. Now, let me just gist you about why they did the naming and traditional rites for Prince Rakeem, the son of Juma Jux and Priscilla of Juma Kampala, at the day 40 of his birth. Yes, it was day 40 of his birth. In Tanzania, and as a prince and as a Muslim, there are some certain fundamentals that they normally observe, and that is the reason some were asking, why is it that they've not done all these things all this while? Is it that they were waiting for Prince Rakeem to come back to Tanzania before they would do anything? Of course, we all know that Prince Rakeem has been away with the mother in Canada, and due to some visa hurdles and challenges, the African boy Juma Jux himself could not go. But then the two grandparents went. Priscilla's mother, Yaboju, was there in Canada to actually come and help her during the early birthdays. And another one, the grandmother to Rakeem, the mother of Juma Jux, also went to Canada to actually sustain the other temple that was, created when Priscilla mother Yabojo had to come back to Nigeria because of some obligations. So you see that both grandparents were there. Priscilla herself, Rakim herself, remaining only Juma Jux, the African boy. He couldn't go due to some hurdles, and it has been the fate of Juma Jux then. So this continued until when they were all making plans to come back to Tanzania from Canada. And you know, one thing everybody should be aware of is that when they were in Canada, the Juma Jux tried everything possible to see if he could see them or meet them, but it could not happen due to some visa hurdles. And God be faithful enough, this continued until they came back to Tanzania. So Juma Jux could not go to Canada. Now, remember that it was 40 days that they normally do this traditional rite as Muslims, as prince of the land in Tanzania. And Prince Rakeem, being born as a male, has to undergo this particular traditional rite. This is why you now see that, okay, if you don't calculate the days and they don't come back on time, it will be more than 40 days. So the grandmother of Rakeem, the mother of Juma Jux, quickly went to Canada, prepared them to come back, and they now came back to Nigeria. as they came back to Nigeria, everybody was happy. They now went back again to Tanzania, but they did not even spend time here. They just branched, say hello, and they went back to Tanzania, where they have to be there before 40 days. So when they now got to Tanzania, Juma Jux and Priscilla started the preparation for the naming ceremony as the tradition demands. The traditional inauguration, traditional rite as a prince, and also Muslim ceremony as a Muslim on the religious side. That's why it was actually at 40 days that all this has to be done, and it was done at 40 days. So all those commenting, chatting, and asking why it is 40 days, I think I've been able now to explain to you what actually made it to be 40 days. It is according to the demand of Tanzanian tradition, and of course, Rakeem is a prince. Remember that Juma Jux is a prince, the African boy. He is a prince, and everyone knows very well that he is a prince and has to undergo the traditional rite as a custodian of their tradition. You don't just wake up and do things anyhow. If you are given a traditional mantle, yes, you must follow the due process, the requirements of the tradition. You will do it. Because you know that you are to be coordinated as the next king if anything will come up. So you have to be prepared ahead. That's exactly why Juma Jux and Priscilla has to do that for Prince Rakeem as a traditional custodian. They have to do that, and fortunately enough for them, they were in Nigeria and went back to Tanzania instantly after greeting the in-laws and informing them of what they plan. And they now joined the whole family at Tanzania, and that is exactly how they all started the preparation for this traditional rite. And finally, it was done. A lot of gifting, a lot of presents, a lot of entertainment, a lot of happiness, and everyone saw how Juma Jux and Priscilla were very excited to have people around come. The uncles, the whole families, and everybody around came to support and to be happy with them for that moment of Rakeem being undergoing that traditional rite. That's why I decided to make this gist for you to understand everything that has happened. Thank you for watching Real-Time Gist TV. I'm going to bring you another interesting gist in another episode. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification button, like our video, comment, and share. See you in another episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.